Our objective for today, I can factor quadratic trinomials. Read together. 1, 2, 3. I can factor quadratic trinomials. So, alright, so our new concept for today is quadratic trinomials on your Fourier model. What is a quadratic trinomial? Quadratic trinomial is an expression of 3 terms, and the highest degree is 2. Quadratic trinomial, an expression of 3 terms, and the highest degree is 2. Now, hopefully by now, some of you are understanding what I'm talking about in regards to the terms, right? You know what expressions are. You know what a term is. You guys know what the highest degree I'm talking about in a polynomial. Remember when we did standard form? Yeah, from highest to lowest on the polynomial. Okay? Examples. Write these down. X squared plus 3x plus 2 and x squared plus 8x plus 7. Those are 2 examples of a quadratic trinomial. What is a non-example? X squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Negative 3 plus x equals 10. And 2 equals 2x. Or this other one, x squared. All those are non-examples. Copy that. I'll give you some time for that. All right, pens down, eyes up here. I'm going to go over the definition and the examples. Here it goes. It says, expressions. It says quadratic trinomials are expressions of 3 terms, and the highest degree is 2. Let's see. This is an expression. Yes. Does it have 3 terms? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Is the highest degree 2? Yes, right here. What is the degree of this one? 1. What is the degree of this one? 0. So the highest degree is 2. Let's see another expression. Yes. 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Highest degree 2. Okay. So think about it. Why are these non-examples? Let's see. This one. This one. This one. These 3 have something in common as to why they're not quadratic trinomials. And look at this one. This one also has something in particular. Talk it over to your neighbor, please. For the most important thing to remember are quadratic trinomials. They need to be expressions only, 3 terms, and the highest degree 2. Does that make sense? Yeah, right? Okay. Steps. Write these down. Okay. Now, as you notice, throughout the year, we've been evolving on the processes, right? The steps have increased. We went from 2 steps at the beginning of the year, to 3 steps, to 4, to 5, and now we are at 6. Copy this down. 6 steps. Step number 1, factor out the GCF. Factor out the GCF. Factor out the greatest common factor. And like I said, for this one, you can abbreviate. Instead of writing the entire thing, greatest common factor, you can write just GCF. Step 2, open 2 parentheses. Open 2 parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term. Step 3, factor the first term. Step 4, draw a diamond and factor the last 2 terms. Draw a diamond and factor the last 2 terms. Step 5, write your factors. Step 5, write your factors. Step 6, check. Check. Copy those, please. So, it says, step 1, factor out the GCF. Step 2, and by the way, do we know how to factor out GCF? Yes, we've been doing that, right? Yeah. Step 2, open 2 parentheses, factor the first term, draw a diamond and factor the last 2 terms, write your factors and check. Copy this example, example 1. Copy this. Example 1, it says, factor x squared plus 15x plus 36. Check your answer. Once again, factor, this is example 1, factor x squared plus 15x plus 36. Just copy that and I'll go over the example. Okay? Okay. Okay, writing utensils down. I don't want anyone writing as I explain, please. I want you guys to get this. There it goes. I'm going to go through all 6 steps just to make sure we got this. Step 1, I want to factor out the GCF. So let's see, is there a number that can divide each of the 3 terms other than 1? No. Does each term have a variable? No. So therefore, we do not have a GCF. We go to step 2. Step 2 says open two parentheses. Open two parentheses. Are we there so far? That's cricket. There it is. Step 3, factor out the first term. Check this out. My first term is here. X squared could be written as x times x. That's why I put them in separate parentheses, because the parentheses are doing what operation? Multiplying. So step 1, GCF. Step 2, open parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term. This is where it gets a little interesting. Here it goes. Draw a diamond. This is a method that we use to factor. Here's my diamond. There it is. My middle term, pay attention, my middle term is 15, and I'm going to label that plus because it's a sum. And my last term is 36, and that's a product. Okay? Now check this out. This is done for a purpose, and it's a tool that we use to factor. So what we're asking is that in order to factor these two terms right here, I need to find two factors of 36 that add or give us a sum of 15. So that you can see what I'm talking about, I'm going to list. I'm going to start with the number 1. 1 times what equals 36? 36. 2 times 18. 3 times 12. 4 times 9. And 6 times 6. Those are all my factors. Are we there? Those are the factors of 36. So I'm thinking, which of these pairs can I write in here that would multiply to give me 36, but at the same time they add to give us 15? The only two I can think of are 3 and 12. This one. 3 times 12, that's 36. 3 plus 12, that's 15. Why not this one? Let's see. 1 times 36 is 36, but 1 plus 36 is not 15. That's why I don't use this one, this one, this one, or this one. Therefore, check this out. Both of them are positive, so I write plus 3 plus 12, and these are my factors. Copy that, please. That's pretty good. Not yet, not yet. Copy that, please. Okay, now, check this out. To clarify, to make sure that we got this, first term always factors out into both parentheses. Are we there so far? The middle term always goes on the bottom, always. And the last term always goes on top. Everybody got it? All right, so step 1, let's see if we got the steps. GCF, there was none. Step 2, open two parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term. There it is. Step 4, draw a diamond, factor the last two terms. And how do we do that? By finding a pair of factors that would give us this number, and they add to this. And that's how we get our factors. Step 6, check. Now this is going to look very familiar. Check this out. I have a binomial, another binomial. How can I check? Area model. Yay! X plus 3, X plus 12. Hence, if you remember these. Of course, we've been seeing them all year, right? There we go. Draw your line across, line down. X times X, that's X squared. X times 12, that's 12X. 3 times X, that's 3X. 3 times 12, that's 36. From there, do I have any other X squares? No, I bring that down. Can I combine like terms? Yes. 12X and 3X, that gives me 15X. And I bring down the 36. Does it look like what we started with? Yes, that's how you check. Pretty good, right? All right. Spirit fingers on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Let's do another one. Copy this down. Example 1A. 1A. Copy this one. It says factor each trinomial. You don't have to copy the instructions anymore. You already have them. So just write example 1A and copy the trinomial x squared plus 10x plus 24. Let's do this one together. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Step 1, let's scan for GCF. Let's see, a number, nope. Do all three of them have variables? No, so no GCF. Step 2, open two parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term. This becomes what? X times X. Are we there so far? Step 4, check this out. Before we do step 4, instead of doing the whole drawing like that, let's just do this to go a little bit faster. Isn't that easier? And from now on, we're going to call it, I call it the Power Rangers. What? Pretty good, right? Yes. So, all right, here we go. All right, focus. Here we go. Middle term. Middle term goes underneath. That's 10, and that's a sum. Last term goes on top, and that is a product. So now, I'm going to list, I'm not going to list the factors of 24, but I want you to think right now. Pens down really quick. I want you to think of all, let's see, what numbers multiply to give me 24? Pairs of factors. Think about it. And which ones will add up to 10? We're thinking about just two numbers, right? One number times what gives us 24, and when we add, give us 10. Okay? Ebony, what do you think? Ebony says 4 and 6. Is that true? Yeah. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 plus 6 is 10. But I'm going to say 6 and 4. Why? Because the order doesn't matter. Did everybody catch what I just said? Yeah. Because the order doesn't matter. Remember what property is where we change the order? Commutative property. Remember that? We can change the order. The product's still the same. So therefore, this is x plus 4, x plus 6, and these are my factors. Okay, so let's check. Area model. We got x plus 4, x plus 6, line across and line down. Let's see, x times x, that's x squared. X times 6, that's 6x. Focus. 4 times x, that's 4x. 4 times 6, that's 24. Do I have any other x squares? No, I bring that down. X squared. Can I combine like terms? Yes. That becomes 10x, and I bring down the plus 24. Is that the same that I started with? Yes. Got it? Yes? Question? Let's move on. Example 1b. Do this one by yourself. Here we go. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Factor that. You have 45 seconds. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Make sure you do the whole thing, and you check at the end. Example 1b, x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, here goes the process. Step 1, do I have a GCF? No. Open two parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term, x times x. Step 4, Power Rangers. Middle term goes on the bottom, and it's a sum. Last term goes on top, and it's a product. Focus, please. I'm going to list the factors so you guys can see them. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, and that's it. Which one of these multiplies to give me 12 and adds to 7? 3 times 4, and the order doesn't matter, right? No. So therefore, x plus 3, x plus 4, and these are my factors. Once again, why are they called factors? Because it's this multiplying this. They're multiplying. Okay? All right? So, let's check. We got x plus 3, x plus 4, x times x, that's x squared, x times 4, that's 4x, 3 times x, that's 3x, 3 times 4, that's 12. Combine these in the middle, so therefore x squared plus 7x plus 12. Hands if you got that by yourself. Okay? Pretty good? All right? Let's move on to the next one. Okay, copy this one. Yes. Do this one by yourself, example 1C. It should take you no more than 30 seconds. Go. On this one, 30 seconds, you got example 1C, and it has x squared plus 6x plus 5. Okay, here we go. No GCF, parentheses, factor the first term, x times x, Power Rangers, da, 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 da. We got 6, that's our sum. Our last is a product. What only two factors of 5? 1 times 5, that add up to 6. So this is x plus 1, x plus 5. Factors. So therefore, check. We got x plus 1, x plus, guys, x squared plus 5x, 1x, and 5. So let's see. X squared, combine like terms, that's 6x. Then at the end, 5. And that is the same as this. That is correct. Do this next one by yourself. Do not check it. I just want you to do one like going a little bit faster. You got 20 seconds. Example 1D. 1D. It says x squared plus 6x plus 9. Go. 20 seconds. Here we go. No GCS. Open to parentheses. Factor the first. This is, oh, my bad. I was testing you guys. This is 6. This is 9. What factors of 9? 1 times 9, 3 times 3. So therefore, this is x plus 3, x plus 3. These are my factors. And another way of writing this is x plus 3 squared. Are we there? All right, let's move on to example 2. Here we go. Example 2. Example 2a. It says factor the trinomial, and they give us x squared minus 8x plus 15. We'll do this one together. Yes, because now it has a negative. I just want to make sure that we're following along. Here we go. Do we have GCF? No. So therefore, step 2, open to parentheses. Step 3, factor the first term, x times x. Step 4, Power Rangers. We got negative 8 underneath. That's our sum. Our last term is 15. That's our product. Now I'm gonna list the factors just so you guys can see, because I know that with negative some of us will be like, what? 1 times 15, 3 times 5, and that's it. So now think about it. Which two numbers multiply to give me 15 and add to give me 8? 3 and 5. But you're saying, Mr. Q, but this is a negative. That means that both of them have to be negative. Let's see, what is negative times a negative? Positive. Negative 3, negative 5, that's negative 8. X minus 3. That was cool, huh? Okay, let's do another one. We'll do another one. Here we go. Well, in order for this to, guys, in order for this to be a negative, that means both of them have to be a negative because this was a positive factor. Right? Okay, copy this one. Example 2b. Copy that. Okay, go. Okay, here it goes. No GCF, open two parentheses. Factor the first, Power Ranger. -5 is my sum. 6 is my product. I'm going to list my factors. 1 times 6, 2 times 3. So therefore, which ones are they? 2 and 3. And they both are negative. These are my factors. Okay? Copy this next one. Yes, it has to be like that. Example 2C. Do that one by yourself. You got 20 seconds. Example 2C. X squared minus 13x plus 42. Okay, here we go. Two parentheses. X times x. Power Rangers. -13 is my sum. 42 is my product. Stop what you're doing and focus. So my factors of 42 are 1 times 42, 2 times 21, 3 times 14, and 6 times 7. So which one of those, if you add or subtract, gives us something close to 13? 6 and 7, and both of them are negative, so this is -6 and -7. Hold on. We got one more example to go, and then we're done. Here we go. Factors. Copy this one, example 3A. Let's do this one together. Here it goes. X squared plus x minus 20. So, it doesn't have DCF, open two parentheses, factor the first term. Power Rangers. What goes underneath? 1, and it's my sum. However, notice this one now it's a negative. So, factors of 20 are 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Which one of those, pay attention to this, which one of those, if you add or subtract, gives us 1? 4 and 5. But you're saying, wait a minute. Now, this is how you know. Everybody look up. If this is a negative product, this number, the sign of this number, will go with the biggest of the two. So what is the sign of this one? Positive. Which is the biggest one? 5. So that means this has to be a negative. X minus 4, x plus 5. These are my factors. Now, let me show you. If this was a -1, check this out. You don't have to copy this. Just look at this one. Parentheses, factor the first, x times x. My Power Ranger, -3 is my sum. -18 is my product. 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Which one of those add or subtract to give us this? 3 and 6. What sign is this one? That means the biggest number has to be negative. So this is x plus 3, x minus 6. These are my factors. Homework is found on page numbers 1 through 37 odd. The tutoring today, turn in your homework on your way out. If I don't see you, have a good one. See you guys tomorrow.